Finland charges Nigerian separatist Simon Ekpa with inciting terrorism. Welcome back to Biafra and you support Biafra, people of goodwill, Ada Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafrans, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. I bring you another update, and this very update is coming from SAR reporters with the news headline. You should know that it's a Qatar media reporting what the enemies want to hear. Well, we're going straight to this very update without wasting much of your time. Simon Ekpa was inciting terrorism in Southeast or terrorizing Southeast. Things happening now were never happening when Simon Ekpa was in charge. He was making sure that all these herdsmen attacks, the killings, and the terrorism never happened in Southeast. So can our reporters also now tell us those, since Simon Ekpa was the one inciting terrorism in Southeast, those now killing farmers, terrorizing and attacking Southeasterners, who are those doing that? Is it also Simon Ekpa? Well, before I continue, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share, tune in and subscribe. So here he said Finland charges Nigerian separatist Simon Ekpa with inciting terrorism. All right. Today being 17th of May 2025, says the prosecutors said that Ekpa is self-acclaimed prime minister. Simon Ekpa is not a self-acclaimed prime minister. He is elected. He was elected by Biafrans of the Biafra Republic government in exile committed the offense in Lati, a city in southern Finland between 2021 and 2024. Finland's national prosecution authority has charged Nigerian Biafran nation agitator Simon Ekpa with inciting terrorism online. The prosecution authority, in a statement on Friday, accused Ekpa, who is also a Finnish citizen, of public incitement to commit crimes with terrorist intent and participation in the activities of a terrorist group, according to AFP. What is the terrorism? And right now, Simon Ekpa has not been in charge or have not been in the picture for months now. So all the terrorism and the attack killings going on in Southeast, can you people tell us? Were those things happening when Simon Ekpa was in charge? The answer is no. Simon Ekpa did everything, was doing everything to protect his people and defend his land. And these people are now being killed, are now being terrorized, are now being attacked by herdsmen. And the government is doing nothing because it's the same government sponsoring all these attacks. So if Finland has, finally allowed themselves to be bought over by Nigerian government, they should have it in mind that what we are fighting for is our freedom, the way they fought their own freedom. And the freedom is every human's fundamental right. If they have decided to be, bought or allowed themselves to be bought against indigenous people of Biafra fighting for their freedom, it's now left for them the Chukwu Kikabiam. We must continue. The prosecutor said that Ekpa, a self-acclaimed prime minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, committed the offense in Lati, a city in southern Finland, between 2021 and 2024. The AFP reports that while Finnish authorities did not name the individuals in the official statement, a Finnish public broadcaster, while he confirmed the suspect as Ekpa, a dual Finnish Nigerian national who has drawn international attention for his outspoken campaign to establish an independent Biafra state in southern Nigeria. Ekpa was arrested and detained by Finnish police in November 2024. According to the prosecution authority, he has remained in custody and denied all charges. The prosecution alleged that Ekpa's online activities incited acts of violence in Nigeria under the guise of pro-Biafra agitation. Okay, so the fighting for Biafra, or telling Nigeria Fulani government and Britain that the indigenous people of Biafra from southern Nigeria no longer want to be part of Nigeria, we want to go with Biafra, which Finland helped during the 1967-1970 war. So Finnish authorities or Finnish government cannot deny not knowing about Biafra, what Simon Ekpa was fighting for. We have made it clear we no longer want to be part of Nigeria. Unity is not by force. And Nigeria, Fulani government and their master Britain keep lobbying around, bribing countries not to support Biafra. And you see these countries blindly kicking against Biafra, as if freedom is not every human's fundamental right. Unity is not by force. We are not part of Nigeria and can never be. Go and take a look at anything beneficial in Nigeria. Southeast is always excluded. So why are we in Nigeria? We are always excluded. Student loan, whatever they call it, Southeast was excluded. 2025 national budget, Southeast excluded. During the pandemic, Southeast was excluded in their destiny palliative. So why are we there? Nigeria may reintegrating terrorists into the military to deploy them to Southeast. They are not deploying them into the military to protect Nigeria or to fight insurgency that have been going on for years. Rather, they are reintegrating them to the military and deploying them to Southeast because their only agenda is to conquer Southeast and take over Southeast, which will never work. Anybody that comes out to fight and kick against this evil agenda, you see them coming against that person, bribing countries to go after that person and lock that person up. For what exactly? We want freedom. Unity is not by force. Well, we must continue. The charges stem from his prominent role in a faction of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. There is no faction. There is no faction. A separatist group prescribed as a terrorist organization in 2017 by the former President Mohamed Buhari-led government. IPOB has long pushed for the secession of the Igbo-dominated southeastern region of Nigeria, which was the center of a brutal civil war from 1967 to 1970, resulting in over 1 million deaths. In addition to his activities related to Biafra, Ekpa has served in local politics in Finland. He previously presented the Conservative National Coalition Party in Lati and served on a municipal public transport committee. Finnish authorities have also investigated potential financial support for Ekpa's activities. Following his arrest in 2024, police requested the detention of 4 individuals suspected of financing his operation. However, on Friday, the prosecution authority confirmed that the charges against those individuals has been dropped due to insufficient evidence. So there was no sufficient evidence to back up the allegations leveled on these 4 individuals. Okay, we must continue. He said Ekpa has also been a source of controversy for spreading misinformation online. The AFP said it has conducted multiple fact checks debunking false claims made by Ekpa in recent years. So you fact checked the killings by Nigeria Army in Southeast and you found nothing. You fact checked the terrorism and the attack by Nigeria Army in Southeast, you saw nothing. You fact-checked the killings and the attacks by headsmen, and you found nothing. You fact-checked Southeast being excluded in anything that is beneficial in Nigeria, and you found nothing. You fact-checked the marginalization going on in Southeast by Nigeria government, and you found nothing. Really? Okay, we must continue. Well, many for Ekpa in recent years, many of which have circulated widely among his followers and the border pro-Biafra diaspora. The case has drawn widespread attention both in Finland and international, particularly in Nigeria, where Ekpa is a flourishing figure held by some as a freedom fighter and condemned by others as a provocateur fueling unrest. President Bola Tinubu administration has announced that it is working with the Finnish government for Ekpa's extradition. Okay, that is it. So let's go to the analysis first. Simon Ekpa cannot be extradited to Nigeria, and moreover, what is it called? Attorney General of Nigeria denied the so-called plan for his extradition, which were never through. So when Daily Post will publish that very news, Attorney General of Nigeria came out and denied it, warning the news media to report the crazy of any news or the truth of the matter. So that one was not in their favor. That is why they cautioned the news media. So all the lies and propaganda they have been publishing, they haven't been saying it. All right, so we must go back to this very update or this very news. Simon Ekpa was never inciting violence or terrorizing Southeast, which the whole world knows that what we are doing is fighting for our life, fighting for our safety and of our land. Right now, since the very day Simon Ekpa was invited for questioning, Finland, Fulani headsmen attacked Enugu community, killed 4 farmers that same very day. Go and fact-check it or go and check it yourself. Zara reporters posted it. Zara reporters published the attack of headsmen the very day on 17th of November, if I'm not mistaken, on 17th of November 2024, the day Simon Ekpa was invited for questioning. Fulani headsmen attacked a community in Enugu State and killed 4 farmers. And since then, they have been wreaking havoc in Enugu State. When Simon Ekpa was in charge, these headsmen were not attacking and terrorizing, operating as they please in Enugu State the way they are doing now then. They were nowhere to be found then because they were all chased out. And the Simon Ekpa formed a border squad to make sure they never cross our borders again from Benue State, because that is where they always trooping from. Simon Ekpa was defending his land and making sure that his people in Southeast were safe. His people that were being killed, terrorized, humiliated, marginalized by Nigerian army and Nigeria government. So Finnish authorities, they are aware that what we are fighting for is Biafra and our freedom. Unity is not by force. We no longer want to be part of Nigeria. We cannot be in a country where the government will go to any length to sponsor terrorism against a particular region. We cannot be in a country where we'll always be excluded in anything beneficial. If it's time for recruiting people that will go and die in Sabisa Forest, they will run to Southeast. If it's time to recruit people that will be killed, they will go to Southeast. But once it's about infrastructure development, anything beneficial, they exclude Southeast. So what are we doing in Nigeria? Why are we there? When what made Nigeria what it is from Southeast. If the oil and gas and all the natural resources that made Nigeria what it is from the North, they would have told everyone a very long time ago to go their separate ways. But because it's in Southeast and we have a Fulanis always willing to allow the Fulanis have their way in Southeast, sabotaging their own people, you are the one holding the yam, holding the knife at the center. It's whoever you caught that will eat. You people have the power, but they allow themselves to be bought cheaply. Ndị Igbo, Haneze Ndị Igbo and the Southeast governor are supposed to be making decisions. Oh, we don't want this in our state, or we don't want this in our side. Let this not come. Then the Fulanis will be scared. But looking at them running around for any position, allowing their communities and their state to be ravaged by headsmen just to be in a particular position is very shameful and very, very disgraceful. Those of you supporting them should have it in mind. They do not care. All they care about is their own stomach and their own pocket. They will use you to loot millions for their children, for their entire generation, and you remain a slave and caged by the Fulanis. I'm sure that is what some of you want. That is what we saw and said, no, we're not going to allow this to happen. We have right to be free. We have right to decide what we want and what we do not want. But we have a Fulanis dragging us back, a Fulanis doing everything to make sure we're in the same position with them. Well, what we know is that Finland is not any African country, and they deal with evidence. Hear what they said? The 4 individuals were released because there was sufficient evidence. There was no evidence to back up the lies and allegations leveled on them. Let them keep lying to themselves. They have fast-checked what Simon Ekpa was saying all these years and all of that. I'm sure it's news, it's Zoom media that added that one, because there is no way you will not see killings, Biafrans by Nigeria. Is it Biafrans that were drowned in mud water? Is it Biafrans that were killed for protesting and carrying Biafra placard? Is it Biafrans that were killed in their homes? Is it Biafrans killed protesting peacefully that what they want is freedom? Is it the terrorism of Nigeria? Is it the invasion of villages and communities by Nigerian army in Southeast? Is it Nigerian army shooting direct live bullet to our people's houses in Southeast? Is it Nigerian army waking our people up early morning with their gunshot direct to their houses? So what exactly did they fact check and they did not find anything? All the revelations of Simon Ekpa all these years of how Southeast is being terrorized and being attacked by Nigerian army and the headsman. They should go and check all the happenings in Southeast and bring us a video of where the Biafra army or Biafra Defense Forces were attacking our people. If what you see is not Nigerian army terrorism in Southeast, invasion of villages and communities in Southeast, you people should keep lying to yourselves and deceiving yourselves. The whole world knows the truth. It's just that the natural resources they are receiving not to speak or support Biafra is the reason they are all quiet. They are rebelling. We know there are a lot of powers kicking against, and the Nigeria government and Britain are the ones lobbying and they're bribing countries, international communities not to support Biafra. Will that stop Biafra? The answer is no. That is it, Biafrans. I'll stop here. Don't forget to share. Tune in once you get notification. Thank you all.